for the front.
Whoa! Fell into the wall.
Off of the front
Off of
bumper,
Custer, and up in the air goes Ryan Preece. And for the second time in his career, he is flipping at Daytona. Good grief.
Off the front bumper, we were talking about a lap before. Custer got to his bumper. That thing went side to side, and he couldn't hold on to it. It was one too many.
Ryan Preece, a couple of years ago here, flipped down the backstretch after getting caught in the grass. There is Christopher Bell with the window net down. That signifies to the rescue workers that he is okay. Same with Ryan Preece. So much promise for this new ride with RFK Racing, and great speed in that car all week long.
Yeah, I'm happy to see that window net down. That was a really odd wreck with the way that that front of that car got up in the air and then it blew over. Just happy to see him crawling out of that car.
I don't think I've ever seen one get up in a wheelie like that and blow over.
And there's his boss, Brad Keselowski, with a lot of damage from this one.
Well, you knew it was coming. Boy, the pushes were coming. They just kept, the aggression kept going higher and higher and higher. Christopher Bell just couldn't hold on to it.
Well, his car was just not capable of taking the pushes. We had just mentioned it a half a lap before that the back of that 20 car was all over the place. But at this point, you have no choice. You have to be able to just try to hang on to it. And
watch this thing off the bumper at Cole Custer. It just continues to get worse and worse as they come down through this straightaway. Starts there, starts dancing around across the front bumper. Some more here, gets crossed up. Rest is history. There it goes. Now watch the 60 car, Preece. Bam!
Yeah, you saw the...
Gets up on the... That's wild. I've never seen a car do that. That shows how fast they go.
And they pile up behind him. This is from Eric Jones. Oh. Oh.
You think these guys aren't tough?
A devastating crash for Ryan Preece. An incredible camera work by our Fox crew.
I'm so glad to see that window net down and him be able to get out of that thing. Whew, that's scary.
It's unbelievable what it looks like when these cars get caught by the air like that. And I'm with you, Clint. I've never seen one take off with a wheelie like that. But they just flip around like they don't weigh 3,600 pounds.
Well, nothing weighs that much at 186 miles an hour.
Saw the airbox just blow away. The right front tucked up underneath the A-post there.
Two behind the Toyotas of Denny Hamlin and Christopher Bell, and now Bell gets turned. Front of the field. Several cars go flying through the air. Ryan Preece is upside down into the outside wall. A huge hit for Ryan Preece as 7, 8, 9 other cars become involved. Chase Elliott goes for a spin. Justin Allgaier, several others now spin to the inside, but a huge hit. And Ryan Preece, for the second time in 3 years, goes flying through the air here in turn 3, landing on his roof, slamming the outside wall on the banking of turn 3 while upside down here at this end of the racetrack.
Ryan Preece got out of the race car under his own power and walked to the ambulance for the mandatory trip to the infield care center. We are headed to overtime in the Daytona 500. Under the red flag here in the Daytona 500 for the third time today. This one for the big crash at the exit of the Daytona Superstretch heading into turn 3. The other two red flags were for rain when the sun, well, I say sun, when it was daylight.
Yes. Yeah, we had 2 red flags for rain earlier this afternoon. We've had some great racing, and obviously we've just had a very intense crash off the end of the Daytona Superstretch. Ryan Preece getting up in the air. Others were collected as well. And this is part of it, Alex. We get down to the end of the 500. Everybody rooting and gouging, trying to grab every inch of real estate they can possibly find. And what we've seen tonight is when you get cars in that close proximity, they begin bouncing off each other. They become duck, and then all of a sudden it breaks loose, and that's exactly what we just saw with Ryan Preece going up and over for the second time in his Cup career here at Daytona.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the diffuser or what that makes these cars like a sheet of plywood when you walk out on a windy day, but you know, when the car took off like that and I got real quiet, all I thought about was my daughter. So I'm lucky to walk away.